Hello and welcome to my updated project video. I have done some updates since the last time. I have the bigger Nomad tank, 11 liters. I have also changed the rear sprocket, one teeth bigger. And I have installed the Steeahly flywheel weight. This made a big difference. It cut down on vibrations, and the bike is much easier to ride now. I have learned that you need to bring spoke wrench when out riding, because especially the rear wheel, the spokes will get loose pretty quick. So every fuel stop it's a good idea to feel and tighten them after need. To make the bike ride much better on the highway and freeway. I changed the rebound around 3 clicks slower. Before it was like jumping like this when riding, so just change it maybe 3 clicks and everything will go away. I still ride with the standard seat that comes with the bike. If you ride a lot, it's not a problem. I rode 500 kilometers in one day. It was a little bit painful, but yeah, you usually ride up to 200 kilometers per day on the enduro. Over 200 kilometers is just punishing yourself. Maybe a comfort seat will help with this, but no, I don't think so, because you have the airflow and everything when riding. That's the most tiring thing. I'm considering updating this chain guard. Riding, all the mud gets stuck inside here and it can't go out. You have to take this out of your bike to clean. So maybe I see Zeta sells one in steel that's open and self-cleaning. But I want plastic like on stock Husqvarna. That one works great. I had never had any problems with that. So I will try to find a similar solution. What updates to do to make your bike run perfect? You need to install the Vortex ECU. This makes the bike run much smoother, and you get here in EU you get 20 more horsepower from stock. You need to get a Decat aftermarket exhaust. I have installed Arrow exhaust on this bike. It's a slip-on muffler, so it's the cheapest option. For protection I added AXP skid plate. This will hold longer than a bike, I think. I also have installed ODI grips with custom throttle cam, which make the throttle smoother. It has a smaller diameter than stock, so you have to pull more in the grip to get the same response. But the biggest change is the Steeahly off-road flywheel. This makes an enormous difference on the bike. Much of the vibrations goes away. Much of the flame outs goes also away. It helps keeps your bike smooth. Even on the highway and the freeway, everywhere, the throttle is much smoother and easier to control. So if you want to get the biggest change, you get the Steeahly off-road weight, and you get the Vortex ECU, and you get the exhaust. After this, your bike will run like a dream. I installed these 12-com luggage brackets for my Moscow Moto Reckless. You pull the straps from the Reckless down here and you tighten it. It's much safer and better than pulling the strap around the frame. You have some sharp pieces here, and on the other side you have the exhaust, with risk of melting your straps, but with these 12-com that risk goes away. I used them on one trip to Norway this summer. It worked perfect. The luggage was sitting tight and nice with these. The Nomad 11-liter tank. I see they started selling a 15-liter version now. 11 liters, it's good for 180 kilometers. So you have to plan all your fuel stops. I plan for 150 kilometers. But with this 15-liter tank, I think you can go without problem 200 kilometers between fuel stops. So the planning for trips will get much easier with this tank. Okay, so with the 15-liter tank, you can go probably at least 200 kilometers between each fuel stop, which would make it much easier to plan your rides. I changed the stock sprocket for 1 tooth bigger. This made the bike ride better in slow technical terrain, which is the problem with this bike. It's only riding slow technical for the flame outs. This helped out a lot. If you go too bigger, I think this will be all you need for slow technical. But now with one bigger, I have no problems riding at higher speeds, around 100, 120 on the freeway. So I will stick with 1 tooth bigger rear sprocket.